Calgary Stampede went into toward paddock and up towards it.
Well, everybody, it's Suffolk Andy here, looking at a castle. There you go, it's Orford Castle. Just the keepers left now, which is the main inner part. All these ramparts that run round here, all the lumps and bumps and everything else, are where the outer part of the castle would have been, but they've all gone now. So there's Orford Castle. You can actually go in up the side here and go right to the top, which I've been up there. It's a lovely view. But so this is Orford Castle. Well worth a visit in the summer. It gets very busy, as you can see. There's quite a few people here already. They've got some interesting dungeons, and it's supposed to have one or two ghosties too. So if you're ever in this area, Orford Castle. Just down the road you've got Framlingham Castle, which is a bigger castle than this, which I'll do another day. And maybe I'll walk round the battlements of that one. But this is only a small castle that Framlingham is. It's huge. So there you go, Orford Castle. I'm going to make my way down to the quay and show you some sights down there. This is a very nice area of the country. Some old cannons here, as you can see. You wouldn't want to be on the end of one of them. Wouldn't know to let them go, would you? There you go, an old cannon. So I'm going to make my way down to the quay and show you down there what it's like. And I'm on the Virago after 3 weeks. Brand new discs on the front. Had to get them from America, so I had to wait for them. Had a problem on the front of the bike all the time I had it. I tried everything, and I was trying to keep away from the discs because, you know, the expense. But in the end I had to buy second-hand ones because it's an American import. The prices they wanted over here were just ridiculous, and it was cheaper to get a good pair of spares used parts from America. And because I had to wait a couple of 2.5 weeks for them to get over here, fitted them on last night, cured the problem. Absolutely fantastic. Transformed the bike. So anyway, I'm going to make my way down to the quay for the next part of this little vlog. This is the quay. Get her into neutral. So there you go. Got my fishing boat in. Kids are crabbing and everything else around here. As you can see, it's quite a nice place. There you go, they've been fishing here for eternity, I think. There you go. Now you can see it better over here now. If you can see where I'm pointing, you can see some sort of buildings on stilts. I hope the camera picks it up. But if it does, that is where all the secret government listening posts were in the Second World War and in the Cold War. And it's only just been abandoned and people are laid on there now. But there's still loads and loads of secrets that sort of happened over there that people don't know about and you can't find out about. But you can get over there now, but it's still quite hard, I think. But there you go. And that way is out to the North Sea. You can see they've got sailing down here and everything else. It's just a nice place. And if you look down there, you can still see loads of aerials sticking up. I don't know if they're going to show on this camera, but they're still all part of the listening game. Listening to the rest of the world from here. Shoes, new discs on here. They actually are off a 1995 model and not a 1997 model, but I liked them better, and I knew they'd fit. So I like the cutouts better than the ones that were on there. So I'm quite happy with that now, and it runs like a dream. Like I say, the brakes so much better. Anyway, let's press on. Before I leave the key, I just want to show you the difference between cars. Now this old car here is Austin of England, it says on the back. I don't actually know the actual make of it, you know, the actual model, but this is the sort of cars that we had after the war and into the 50s. You can see how small it is, and my American viewers, when you was all riding around in your Cadillacs and stuff like that, us in England were riding around in these little tiny things. Right, here we are at the church. I don't know much about it, but I know there's some ruins on the back here. As you can see, some very, very old gravestones. Very, very old. Very, very old. And some old ruins at the back here. Must have been an earlier church. Looking at the looking at it, looks a little bit sort of Norman archways and whatever. Must have been here before this church that we've got. So this is very, very early Norman, sort of after 1066, when the Normans took over Britain. Now, I think round the back here, some interesting graves. Let me see if I can remember where. Right, you know I said about the radar stations in the Second World War. Well, this just shows how bad bombing was in them days, because this is a tiny little place and everything military was out on the marshes there. But the Germans came over in 1942, and it says, in remembrance of those of the parish who were killed in the air raid on Orford on the 22nd of October 1942. They are in peace. This memorial was erected by the relatives and friends, and you got all the names of the people. Sad little one now, look. Robin Arthur Chambers, 8 years old. Another little child here, same family, Neville Frank Chambers, 4 years old. And a sister, Pauline Cicely Chambers, 11 years old. So there's 3 children there, all from the same family. And that was the German bombing. This place is just in the middle of nowhere, and they decided to bomb it and killed all these people and all them little children. That must have been horrendous for that family. But there you go. Let's make my way back now. Now what I'm going to do today as well, just to spicy things up, as they say, is, you know, I done the 40 to 70 challenge on the ZZR, which I done in about 4 seconds or just under. I'm going to say just under. But because I didn't have the Virago on the road, I couldn't do it. So when I find a decent road on the way back, I'll do it. Now, I've already practiced once on the way up here. And the old girl does not like doing 40 in top gear. But I was quite surprised, I must admit, that she, nothing like the ZZR, of course, but she can do it. And I'm not going to break any records anyway. I'm now going to, right boys and girls, I'm now going to try the challenge. I've got the bike up to 40, here we go! 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005, 1006, 1007, 1008, 1008, 8 seconds, not bad! Not bad at all, I'm quite surprised. It's only a 750 twin cruiser. Well, I'm quite chuffed with that actually. I might have to try it again in a minute. The trouble is, on this bike, my speedo, because it's American, is slightly different. I've got 35s, 30s and 40s. So here we go, let's get it on to 40. Am I in top gear? Oh, make sure I'm in top gear. Get it in top gear. And go! 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005, 1006, 1007, 1008. It's 8 seconds, definitely. I'm happy with that. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. I'm quite chuffed. So there you go. 8 seconds on the Virago 750 old charter bike, as they would say in South Africa. So anyway, I think that's enough from me. Making my way home on a repaired Virago. Suffolk Andy.